We learn about the self-microemulsifying drug delivery system. Introduction. What is the self-emulsifying drug delivery system? All of you know that it is found that 40% of the active substances are poorly water-soluble drug. The oral drug delivery system is complicated because of their high inter and intra-subject variability, low bioavailability, and nonlinear kinetics. Solubility is one of the most important parameters to achieve a desired concentration of drug in systemic circulation for therapeutic response. It is a major challenge for pharmaceutical scientists to convert those molecules into orally administered formulation with desired bioavailability. To overcome the problem of low solubility, various formulations strategies have been exploited. For example, solid dispersion technique, nanosuspension, nanoemulsion, self-microemulsifying drug delivery system, etc. So these techniques are covered into the novel drug delivery system subject. Now next one is what is the BCS classification? It is a biopharmaceutical classification system. There are the four class 1, class 2, class 3 and class 4. According to the solubility and permeability, these four classes are divided. In the class 1, high solubility as well as high permeability are there. In the second class, solubility is low but permeability is high. In the third class, high solubility and low permeability. In the fourth class, both solubility as well as the permeability both are low. So, generally having a solubility issue in the class 2 as well as the class 4. Now, what is the self-microemulsifying drug delivery system? It is a novel drug delivery system. It is also called as a SETS, SMEDS or SNEDS. SNEDS means self-nanoemulsifying drug delivery system. M means microemulsifying drug delivery system. And self-emulsifying drug delivery system is defined as isotropic mixture of the natural or synthetic oils, solid or liquid surfactant. Isotropic sometimes containing co-solvent surfactants which when introduced into the aqueous media upon the mild agitation, such GI fluids, this system can be form fine oil in water type of the emulsion or microemulsion. Its size range is less than 150 nanometer and it is a transparent isotropic mixture. Now, what are the advantages of these meds? It will be enhances the oral solubility and bioavailability, enabling reduction in dose. More consistent temporal profiles of the drug absorption. Selective targeting of the drugs towards the specific absorption window in GIT. Each and every drug has a specific absorption window. So, it will be having a selective targetability for those type of the drugs. Protection of the drugs from the hostile environment in the gut. Then control of the delivery profiles. Reduced variability including the food effects. Protective of sensitive drug substances. Longer shelf life and higher drug solubilization capacity. Ease of the manufacturing and scale-up. Liquid, semi-solid and solid dosage forms of these meds are available in the market. Disadvantage is high concentration of the surfactant will be used in preparation of these meds, so it will cause the toxicity and GI irritation into the GI wall. Lack of good predictive in vitro model for the assessment of the formulations. This in vitro model needs further development and validation before its strength can be evaluated. Further development will be based on in vitro in vivo correlations and therefore different prototype lipid-based formulation needs to be developed and tested in vivo suitable animal model. What is the supersaturable SMEDs? Generally, supersaturable SMEDs formulations are SMEDs formulation having a reduced amount of the surfactant and it will be used as a crystal growth inhibitor. The main use of the supersaturable SMERS is it will be inhibit the crystal growth. So it will be widely applicable. Generally 5% of the HPMC will widely used. Supersaturable symptoms system provides higher oral absorption and fewer side effects as compared to that of the conventional SNEDs. For example, HPMC and PVP. What are the advantages of the supersaturable SMEDs? It will be provide higher oral absorption, crystal growth inhibitor, fewer side effects, widely used to enhance the oral absorption of a poor water soluble drugs. Reduce the surfactant concentration, thus reduces the GI wall toxicity and GI wall irritation. Drug dissolution from these meds was pH independent. Hypersensitivity, nephrotoxicity and neurotoxicity will be less. Therefore, a novel supersaturable SMEDs reduces these types of the toxicity. So, these all are the advantages of the supersaturable SMEDs, but generally main advantage is crystal growth inhibitor. Clear? So, it will be widely applicable. What is the mechanism of the supersaturable SMEDs? The free energy of the conventional emulsion is a direct function of the energy required to create a new surface between the oil and water phase. Free energy into the microemulsion formation is directly proportional to the E energy required to create a new surface between two phases and given by this equation. This is the equation delta G is equal to the E summation of the Ni pi r square sigma, where delta G is equal to the free energy associated with the process. It is a free energy which is associated with the process. N is equal to the number of the droplets. How many number of the droplets are present into the emulsion? So it represents by the N. Then R is equal to the radius of the droplets. Radius of the droplets. Then summation is equal to the interfacial energy with the time. So this is the mechanism of the action of the supersaturable SMEDs. Next one is component of the supersaturable SMEDs. How many components are used? What is the formulation procedure for the self-emulsifying drug delivery system? Next, first one is a drug. First and important parameter is drug, API. For example, poorly water soluble drug which is under the BCS class 2 and BCS class 4 drugs are widely applicable. BCS class 2 and BCS class 4 drugs are widely applicable because it has a decreases the solubility. Solubility will be less in this class. So, those drugs are ideal drug candidates for the SMEDs. For example, ibuprofen, itraconazole, diclofenac sodium, etc. Then next one is a oil. Oil is a act as a vehicle. Oil is act as a vehicle. For example, corn oil, oleic acid, castor oil, etc. are used. According to the drug solubility, oil will be selected. Then surfactant. For example, twin series, pan series, PG, polyglycol surfactant are used. Next one is a co-surfactant. If you prepare the only sets self-emulsifying drug delivery system, then no co-surfactant will be used. But if you prepare the SMEDs, then co-surfactant will be used. Co-surfactant will be reduces the surfactant concentration. It will be reduces the surfactant concentration and enhances the solubility of the surfactant. So it is known as a co-surfactant or co-solvent. What are the co-surfactant or co-solvent? These are enhances the surfactant efficiency and it will be increases the solubility of a poorly water soluble drug. Moreover, it will be reduces the surfactant concentration. For example, PEG 400, polyethylene glycol 400, ethanol are widely applicable as a co-solvent. Next one is a supersaturable polymer. HPMC, hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose and PVP are used. Generally HPMC, 5% HPMC will be used. 5% HPMC will be used in preparation of the supersaturable SMETS. And last one is a absorbent. If you prepare a solid emulsifying drug, solid emulsion, then you need the adsorbent. It will be absorb the emulsion into their surfaces. For example, microcrystalline cellulose and silicon dioxide, etc. These are the components of the supersaturable SMETS. Next one is the ideal drug characteristics of the supersaturable SMETS. According to the BCS classification, class 2 and class 4 drugs are widely suitable for the SMETS preparation. We already discussed that BCS classification 2 and BCS classification 4 drugs are widely suitable because it has a solubility less. Then lipophilic in nature and poorly water soluble drugs are important. Then drug to be administered at a single dose unit. It is a very important parameter. Drug will be administered at a single dose unit. It will be important. Then strong positive food effect when drug is administered with the fatty meals as opposed to dosing in the fasting. For example, ibuprofen, atorvastatin, cyclosporin, glibenclamide, itraconazole, etc. are widely applicable as the ideal drug candidates. These are the marketed formulations of the SMETS. There are the various name of the drug, compound name, API, what is the API, what is the dosage form, company name, and what are the indication where it is used. Ritonavir is specially used as a HIV antiviral drug. Soft gelatin capsule form is available in the market. So these all are the marketed preparations which are available in the market. Now what is the use of the SMETS? Why we are using the SMETS preparation? What is the novel? What is the use? What is the rationale of the supersaturable SMETS? So in the conventional dosage form, it has a low solubility, poor bioavailability and high cost. If poor bioavailability is there, then it has a poor therapeutic index also. We need to require a desired therapeutic effect. In case of the conventional dosage form, it will be not possible. So in case of the supersaturable SMETS, improve the solubility. First thing, improves the solubility and enhances the bioavailability of a poorly water soluble drug. So this is the important parameter. This is the important topic. It will be increases the solubility as well as the enhances the bioavailability of a particular drug. Then second advantage, it reduces the crystal growth and reduces the GI toxicity because we are using the co-surfactant or co-solvent. Then third one is a spontaneously form emulsion inside the body upon the dilution with the GI fluids. Solidification of the SMETS more stable than the liquid sets and reduces the surfactant concentration. So these are the use of the supersaturable SMETS. Now method of the preparation of the supersaturable SMETS. First of all, we have to do the oil solubility. We have to check the oil solubility of a particular drug by using the various oils. Olive oil, castor oil, oleic acid, there are so many oils are available. So we have to check the oil solubility. Then we have to check the surfactant and co-surfactant study. In case, for example, Twin 80, PG, SPAN 20, PEG 400, ethanol, glycerin, co-surfactants are there. So we have to check the surfactant as well as the co-surfactant study. But we have to also check the solubility of the drug into the surfactant and into the co-surfactant. And finally, we have to check the pseudo-ternary phase diagram. Pseudo-ternary phase diagram is the most important parameter in the preparation of the solid self micro-emulsifying drug delivery system or self nano-emulsifying drug delivery system in case of the both. In case of the nano as well as the micro, In both cases, pseudo-ternary phase diagram is a important parameter. Then after we have to make it the supersaturable SMEDS. So these are the formulation of the SMEDS. How we are preparing the supersaturable SMEDS? By vortexing method. This is the method of the preparation. This is the pseudo-ternary phase diagram. Gray line indicates the microemulsion region. Here is a gray line. Here you can see that this is the gray line which is indicates the microemulsion region. From you can select this point. It will be not represent the microemulsion. From this area, it will be not form the microemulsion. Only the gray line indicates the formation of the microemulsion. So we have to select such a concentration which is available into the gray line. There is a water concentration, there is a oil concentration is here, and here is a surfactant co-surfactant ratio. So this is the pseudo-ternary phase diagram. You can also search the Chemix software. It is important for the pseudo-ternary phase diagram. This is the images of the solid SMEDS. This is the same images and same images of the solid SMEDS, how it will be looks. Now difference between the SMEDS and SEDS. What is the SED? Self-emulsifying drug delivery system, and second one is a self-microemulsifying drug delivery system. In case of the SEDS, emulsifying drug delivery system, hydrophobic phase is here, hydrophilic phase, water loving phase is here. So this is the surfactant molecule. This is the surfactant molecule. In case of this SMEDS, surfactant and co-surfactant both are used. So this is the hydrophobic phase. Hydrophobic phase, co-surfactant green line indicates the co-surfactant, and red will be suggest the surfactant. So it will be SMEDS. Now globule size, it has a 100 to 300 nanometer globule size, and SMEDS has a less than 50 nanometer size. And concentration of the oil 40 to 80% in case of the simple emulsion, and in case of the micro emulsion less than 20% oil will be used. Now these are the types of the self-emulsifying dosage form: capsule, tablets, pellets, powder, implants, and solid dispersions are available. Now what are the instruments which are used in case of this preparation? Digital weight balance, we need digital weight balance. UV visible spectrophotometer, it will be used for the absorbance characteristics. Water bath, magnetic stirrer, viscometer to check the viscosity of the emulsion. TEM study, transmission electron microscopic study will be important. Dissolution test apparatus, modified diffusion cell, and FTIR study will be important. Evaluation parameters of the supersaturable SMEDS. Equilibrium phase diagram. We already draw the equilibrium phase diagram. What is the pseudo-ternary phase diagram? So only gray color region will be formed the SMEDS, not other part will be shows the SMEDS. Then visual inspection. It will having a clear solution. If you are preparing a micro emulsion or nano emulsion, it having a clear emulsion. So it is recommended that a particle size is in the nano range. Then turbidometric evaluation, droplet size analysis by zeta potential. Then electron microscopy, SEM and TEM study will be there. Zeta potential, we have to check the zeta potential to know the charge of the molecule or particle. Negative or positive charge will be there. So it will be suggest that it will be stable emulsion or unstable emulsion. Then determination of the emulsifying time. Then viscosity measurement. After that, reconstitution of the solid supersaturable SMEDS and in vitro drug release by the dissolution test apparatus. These are the evaluation parameters which are used, we have to perform the in case of the preparation of the self microemulsifying drug delivery system. So these are all about the SMATs. Thank you so much. Please subscribe my channel.